Hi, friend. Welcome back to Yoga Borne YouTube. And welcome to the penultimate day of 12 days of Yule. So this is day 11, the 30th of December. Our theme today is reflect and release. So we want to begin by finding a comfortable seat. You might choose to sit and have a journal or a notebook for this practice, but equally, you could enjoy it just listening. You could replay it and make some notes. You could see what comes to you after just listening to the practice and make some notes then. So you can always press pause now to set up your space, gather what you need, make sure that you are warm enough, you are supported enough, and then press play when you are ready. So this practice offers you some prompts for reflecting, resting, and releasing the year that has passed as we come towards the end of a traditional year. And these are meant to be approached slowly. There is no right answer, only honest noticing. And you can move through them over several minutes, several hours, several days, or just choose the ones that feel like they resonate with you. So let's begin by placing the hand on the heart or on the belly, closing out the eyes and taking a nice deep conscious breath in and out. If you are just listening, you might choose to keep the eyes closed. If you are taking some notes or journaling along the way, then you might wish to open the eyes. So our first reflections are around honoring what was lived, felt, and learned. In what ways did I show up for myself, even when it was hard? So we're reflecting on the past year, but for you, it could be a little bit of a shorter time, really, whatever works for you. In what ways did I show up for myself, even when it was hard? After each of the prompts, I'll offer a pause and then move to the next. What am I proud of surviving or learning or choosing differently? What am I proud of surviving, learning, or choosing differently? What emotions visited me most often this past year? What emotions visited me most often this past year? And our next mini theme is honoring limits and inviting a gentleness into your life. Our first prompt. When did I feel most at ease this year? And what or who supported that feeling? When did I feel most at ease this year? What or who supported that feeling? If I could offer myself a season of rest, what would it look and feel like? If I could offer myself a season of rest, what would it look and feel like? I did a practice with a group recently that was writing your perfect autumn or winter or whatever season you may be in. For the purpose of this, we were on the cusp of autumn, winter, the perfect day. What would that involve for you? So that could be another prompt here. What would the perfect winter's day involve for you? What would it look like? Who would be there? And the last prompt, what does enough feel like in my body and mind right now? What does enough feel like in my body and mind right now? Our next little mini theme is letting go without blame or force. And our first prompt, what burdens am I ready to set down, even if they once served a purpose? What burdens am I ready to set down, even if they once served a purpose? What expectations of myself no longer feel kind or true? What expectations of myself no longer feel kind or true? And our last prompt for this little theme, what would forgiveness look like for me this year? Or maybe look and feel like for me this year toward myself or others? What would forgiveness look and feel like for me this year toward myself or others? And our last little mini theme within this, inviting rather than demanding. And I love this first prompt so much. What qualities do I want to feel more of in the year ahead? Not achievements, but ways of living and being. What qualities do I want to feel more of in the year ahead? So, this isn't about achievements, accolades. We're often chasing these things, aren't we? But ways of being and living. What kind of relationship do I want with myself moving forward? What kind of relationship do I want with myself moving forward? And our last prompt for this, what nourishing practices would I like to carry into the next season or the next year? What nourishing practices would I like to carry into the next season or the next year? And remember, this doesn't have to be huge. It could just be, I am going to listen to something off Yoga Borne YouTube every other day. I'm going to take 5 or 10 minutes for that every other day. And then we're just going to end this with a little kind of final prompt. And you would think, feel, write the end to these two sentences. As I step forward, I carry with me. As I release, I leave behind. So you might place your hand back onto your heart or onto the belly to feel the breath. Take a nice deep breath in and out. And let what you have thought, what you have felt, what you have maybe even written be enough for now. So I hope you enjoyed that practice. Sometimes our practices of reflecting and releasing can be quite challenging and they can bring up emotions. So please be really kind to yourself. And if you did enjoy the practice, just hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I will be back for day 12, our final day for the 31st of December. Take really good care of yourself. Bye for now.